Okay, so right now, there's something pretty significant unfolding at the Vatican.
Absolutely. Cardinals are gathering, obviously, for Pope Francis's funeral, but there's more going on, isn't there? They're also getting ready for the conclave to elect the next pope.
Exactly. And amidst all that preparation, there's this one particular figure whose presence is causing, well, quite a stir.
You're talking about Cardinal Angelo Becciu.
That's right. We're going to do a deep dive into his situation today because it's really quite unique.
It really is. What makes it so compelling is, back in 2020, Pope Francis actually stripped him of his rights as a cardinal.
He kept the title, though.
Yes, kept the title, Cardinal Becciu, but lost the crucial rights.
Yeah.
And that includes the right to participate in a conclave.
Which is exactly what's about to happen.
Precisely. The very event he was initially barred from.
And this wasn't just some minor administrative thing. This stemmed from some really serious allegations, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It led to what many sources are calling the Vatican's trial of the century.
Right. And the outcome. Late 2023, he was actually convicted, sentenced to 5.5 years.
For embezzlement and abuse of office, yeah. Quite a dramatic fall for someone once so powerful within the Vatican.
It is stunning. But it's important we note he's appealing this, isn't he?
Yes, that's crucial. He's appealing the sentence, and he maintains his innocence throughout this whole process.
So that appeal forms the backdrop to him being there now, insisting he should be part of the conclave.
Exactly. It's kind of the legal foundation for his argument, as he sees it.
So what is his argument, specifically? He's not being quiet about it.
No, definitely not. Our sources say he's claiming the Vatican's official list, the one detailing who's ineligible to participate.
Yeah.
He's saying that list has no legal value. Pretty bold statement.
Wow. And he's putting the decision elsewhere.
He is. He's quoted saying, "It will be my brother cardinals who will decide." So he's essentially bypassing the official decree and appealing directly to his peers.
That's a direct challenge, really.
It is. And looking at what he told that Sardinian newspaper, L'Unione Sarda, he also claims there was no explicit willingness from Pope Francis to permanently exclude him. Meaning, he seems to be suggesting the Pope never formalized it completely, never asked him to formally renounce his privileges. He sees ambiguity there, perhaps?
Okay, this gets even more interesting, because Becciu himself has said he thinks Pope Francis was maybe about to change his mind.
Right. He talked about a meeting they had, I think it was back in January.
Yeah, what supposedly happened?
According to Becciu, the Pope told him something like, "I think I have found a solution."
That does sound like maybe a reversal was coming.
Yeah.
But is there any proof?
Well, that's where it gets kind of murky. Becciu himself admitted, I think it was in a Reuters interview, that he's not actually sure if the Pope left any, written instructions about this solution.
So it's based on a reported conversation, but nothing concrete on paper.
Seems that way. So you have this claim hanging out there, but without firm documentation, it's his word at this point.
And that ambiguity must be causing some unease as the cardinals arrive. How are they reacting to all this? To Becciu being there, making these claims?
Well, the overwhelming sense we get from reports is avoidance. They're mostly refusing to talk about it.
Really? Just shutting it down?
Pretty much. When asked about Becciu during these general congregations, these pre-conclave meetings, they're deflecting.
Any specific examples?
Yeah, Cardinal Jean-Paul Vesco was apparently quite sharp about it. His response was reportedly, "There is no Becciu case. There are more important matters."
Oof, that's blunt. Tells you a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. It suggests a widespread reluctance to even engage with his arguments, let alone support them.
Okay, so let's summarize the key takeaway here for you listening. We have Cardinal Becciu, stripped of his cardinal rights, convicted by a Vatican court, though he's appealing.
Right. And despite all that, he's physically present in Rome right now, actively arguing he should be allowed into the conclave.
Which is creating obvious tension. Lots of unanswered questions swirling around the College of Cardinals as they face this huge responsibility.
Exactly. It's this really fascinating clash of Vatican law, internal church politics, and, the sheer determination of this one controversial figure, all happening at such a critical moment of transition for the church.
So as you follow this story, here's something to think about. Whether Becciu gets into the conclave or not, what does this whole unresolved drama tell us? What does it reveal about the power dynamics inside the Vatican right now?
And how might it affect, the perception of the conclave itself, its legitimacy, its unity moving forward?
It's definitely a complex and maybe slightly unsettling element hanging over what's already a profoundly important event, something to keep an eye on.